Hello everyone. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Hope we have that on, so we can see what we're looking at, and people's names.
Yes?
Anyway. So I think that's finally time we start working on the main quest. Oh, and finding on. Yeah, endless path we could do later. Durance will working on, I guess. That place we can't go to yet. So yeah, catacombs. Which if you want to, you could consider it to be like a dungeon. Yay, dungeons. Which means we should abide by the rule and... I was going to say scouting mode, but...
As you wish.
As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering. A stunned uncertainty holding in place. When you kneel without warning, the soul hurries towards you as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place. Come to usher your way. It says to phase your consciousness. You're in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask poured over your face. Going a familiar path along the canal. Head into a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Hours away, cloaked in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure, turning to flee by finding himself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grim ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. So trolls, you're saying? Why are there trolls in the sewer?
Laying low.
I mean, that's a decent question. Why are there trolls in the sewer? Oh,
That's it!
You guys gonna attack that
Stand
thing?
together!
Well? Of course. Laying low.
Just in case of, potential traps on the ground. Oh, some more of those. Because backer names, backer messages, all that stuff. I forget if there's that many in, like, say, Pillars of Eternity 2. But anyway. Main lignin cloud trap. That sounds dangerous. It's stupid. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, it looks like a decent sized dungeon, technically. Question is, how dangerous is it? Well, you go attack that. Yeah, I should probably attack that.
Gotcha!
I'm guys. It's still.
What is it? As you wish.
Not a sound.
So why am I going over here? It's not like there's gonna be anything over here. Oh well.
Stand together!
Oh hey, thanks. So confused. At least AI mostly does not target people who have been, you know, affected by that. Which is good.
Quietly now.
Pretty sure in Baldur's Gate they would have been like, oh, that's a target. We should totally attack
You're
them.
not getting through me.
So why?
Well, bring them down. Yeah!
That one hit true.
Can't remember in Baldur's Gate if like
Keeping an eye out.
answered out the what am I trying to think of? The whole being mind controlled and stuff. I want to say maybe, but can't exactly remember if it did or not.
What is it?
And we don't even have like wands of magic missile, do we? Our scrolls, but still.
Not a sound. I suppose it can't be helped. Hope that helps.
No, just the skeletons. As you do. Are we going to attack them or just stand there? Oh wait, we're so sneaky.
That's it!
Yeah, we're so sneaky.
No prisoner! Bring them down! As you wish.
Yeah. Get the feeling we should have came here earlier? Oh, lack of anything that threatening. Yeah, it's one of the things that the game doesn't really have a specific you should be doing.
I'm here.
You should come here
Yes.
at this point.
Gotcha! Yes.
I shall be discreet.
Ah, more memorials. leopard claws? No, I didn't leave that far. I was like, why is that still highlighted? Because I didn't loot it properly, did I? No, it's just a glowing body that I can't loot. But no, now I can loot. What? Oh, it's important too. There's a Wodaka herd. Well, that could be actually useful. Or not, depending on how I handle this. I think if I want to sneak in, I will.
Light, flame, and sound.
But who says I'm going to
We'll keep
sneak
to
in
ourselves.
as we sneak around? Hey, we found an Orn. This mountain while a man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth. Drink however a sorry looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted and his clothing smeared with blackened and grime. He looked startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Gods keep you.
Oh, it's you. I've heard of you, I think. At least the description matches. So I was just ready to see anyone else down here. I hear you've been turning up just about everywhere, of course. I guess you'd be on then. The crucial nights have a very heavy price for your head. Not far someone's eyes wide up for criminals. Just away his brow force. I thought they wanted to keep things quiet at least. I didn't think they would. Very well, it's true I've been hiding from the night town now. Well, here's what you think. There was an accident. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought I'd get involved in city business. I made the right friends who would get easier in time. I did really. I made a name for myself, a place. People who actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. You're getting get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping arrangements. All the things to fight over. The one night this man, he got very angry. I think maybe I lived too much at the inn. I guess he didn't like an Orland talking back at him. Struck him, he came towards me and I hit him. Went over like a tree. I guess he struck his knight on the way down. He struck his head on the way down. Turns out he was a knight. The knights won't care how it happened, they just want me gone. They won't let me live long enough to see the rope, please. I just wanted to see. Think I get the money for passage, so I won't trouble you anymore. I swear I live quietly. But you can't tell them I'm here. We could take him as a prisoner for my keep. We could be nice. You know what? I wanted a knights take you, but I can't just let you go free. I'd hoped to get out of the city by now. I guess I don't know what I've done. You should leave me with my life. Well, technically, it gets you out of the city. Oh god, his title's still there. Oh no, well that's awkward.
What is it?
Right now, Orange title name's just stuck there. Game. Oh, it's still just gonna be stuck there, apparently. So I was gonna say, Orange should be... Orange was the virtual one for the murder one of the Knights of His Bed, found behind the catacombs, and charged to administer my own justice for his crimes. I'll leave him in there for a few. But yeah, I want to quick save. And I want to quick load. And hope that gets rid of this whole orange thing hovering on my screen. That's better.
As you wish.
Alright, that. Hadur.
A blade in the dark.
Eh, it doesn't seem like he's, did that bad, but I mean, hey, he's free from the city. The knights aren't after him. I sort of helped him in a way. Sure, he's staying in my jails and getting flogged, probably. But hey, at least he's out of the city. So that's good? Question mark.
I shall be discreet.
Yeah, I really just want to toss all these things down here then. Corkies are great. Like seriously, they just put way too many in here, didn't they? This is just their dumping ground for for the backers, apparently. And this is just their dumping ground for the backers, apparently. Just gonna toss them all in now. That is not what I want. I want that.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
That could be trapped. I was going to say
Interesting.
It could be trapped. And hey, it is trapped. Thankfully not as trapped as that one thing. Perception. Somehow I don't think anyone really needs that. It's just like, hey, this Rite of Ancient Legends. Requires 4 lore, gives you 3 lore. Perception. Yeah, perception 3. You know, one really needs perception. Or
Well?
stuff. Stuff that's probably already being overstaffed by other stuff. To be precise. Is this trapped? It's
Look there.
trapped.
There you go.
And find mail armor. Yeah, see, that's the point of it, where we're at. Is, hey, there's fine mail armor. You could has that. That's the point in the game we are at. Where it thinks that.
That's not very helpful.
Yeah, I have exceptional plate armor that I'm not entirely sure what to do with. But I have all this other armor that actually has numerous other buffs, and it's like, but not that great damage reduction. So it's like, dude, how do I want to handle that? More ooze.
That's it!
At least it's not as threatening as, say, mustard cherry.
As you
Just only I'm going to dissolve your weapon.
That's for my friends!
So I'm not sure actual, like, plus something weapons could actually be dissolved by mustard cherry. Still, it's a bit concerning when those things exist. There's a small, foul-smelling sludge heads in the trench. Well, it is a sewers. Well, it is a cat. It's supposed to be a catacomb, actually. Why are the catacombs in the sewers? Question mark. Yeah, catacombs. Sewer. Question mark. Anyway.
shh.
And that's the way I probably need to go.
That's it!
Oh, I've added that. Yeah, one thing I do like is the fact that basically, so long as we all have athletics,
course.
we all can just basically self-heal. At least once per encounter. For the most part, I usually just do to top ourselves off so we don't suffer from the whole.
I feel off.
Fuck's sakes.
Lay
That was
low.
my bad. That was totally my bad. There's a cloud. Huh, that sounds dangerous. But wait, is it very dangerous? You. Spells. Make lignet cloud. Whoopside. That means remove the thing. Not his burst. I don't even see it under my spells. It sounds like it would be worse than this. Huh.
Well,
But anyway, yeah, apparently I should actually go back to snaking.
Interesting.
Can I actually disable these traps where they sound that stupid shit? Bounding missiles.
Look there!
Nope. Edgar, don't. Long figure and tattered robe shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. First, the figure halts and swerves its head towards you. The hair fishes, a lamp over wrinkles and swords over by a moss-like build. What's this? Who does your headaches work? His voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drumming man. What are you doing down here? Research. A hodgepodge of animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well as abundant supply of subjects. So what's with the things? Does it feel person projects? Sorry souls stuck in the mortal shells. The flesh is as dead as mine, though the minds are not as well maintained. They flock to me like worms to drakes. I'm not half as intelligent, but they serve for amusement. He watches one stumble into this. Oh, it's just for the catacombs. They go and think the gods I'm not hungry. But just the Tarn's locket. Okay. I'm sorry, but I have to. That one live, you can't.
That one hit true.
Oh, we can't just let them. Not again. We let one necromancer live. Yeah. He also has a spell perk with mostly fire. Lots of fire. Not that great. A +5 will. Fine chapter. So proud with a blood cell like a cage still codes feel a fierce responsibility. Who are you? The image of my woman in heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers, not sure as man, young and handsome because her Royana. Visions of her once were playing next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, and their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. One falls among them, her body collapsed next to the young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in her mind. Lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes build around natural line twists from Oriana. Reaches out to her, and later life remains her body departs. When he takes damage from around her neck, you feel anguish so trapped within. Oh. So basically there's a soul in the salmon, is what you're saying. So what do you want? See an image of the amulet shattering in the soul inside it, rising and dissipating among the stars. So what you're saying is I should break this amulet. If I knew I put it. Where is this one? No. How do I know where I put the amulet? Is it in my quest items? Yes, this one. So yeah. What you're saying is I should break that. But you're not telling me how I should break that. There's no detail of errors, animation, sieges, and necromancy. So yeah, you don't tell me how to break it. How am I supposed to break it if you don't tell me how? Okay, seriously, with a fucking trap.
How about that?
Ow.
What? Yes.
I'm here.
I shall be discreet.
That was my bad. Forgot I should be probably looking out for traps. Hey,
Look there!
Trap. Wait, I didn't loot this? How did I not loot this? I don't know, I didn't loot that. Anyway, pause for a second. Just want to look this up, because it's going to irritate me if I don't. Let's see if here's a eternity. So, amulet. Alright, solar amulet. Doing the voices from the past side quest. Voices from the past. Doctor retired adventure couple has been hearing the voice from his former love for a comrade. Died outside almost 60 years ago in his dreams. Doctor moves north or just west over the bridge to the catacombs entrance. Well, that's all we get, yo. Get back in it. Ah, I see, so it's a quest I missed. Okay, well, fine. You know, before we go to deal with that, let's head back. Before we go to the Wodaka Temple. Because I barely missed this quest. I'm curious why I missed this quest. Okay, so why have I missed this quest? I don't know. I guess I never really looked over in this area. Hi, Dalton. Silvery man paces back and forth, taking short hobble steps. His gaze is distant. Beneath her, there are dark greens of many restless nights. He appears to be having a conversation with someone who's about. The way you fought, coming down to a time. We should have quite a adventure, you and I. Who are you talking to? By the flame. Which is wrong with that? I heard her. What troubles you? It is a memory of my youth from the Northwatch Rangers, trials and adventures from a lifetime ago. Like the memory of lost battles and fallen friends has been especially vivid. Tell me about these. It's been nearly 60 years we were known throughout the journey then. We thought we'd adventure through together forever. Collecting copies and inspiring songs. Now the toast faced Helagathine. He was a wizard with experiments and necromancy left for trail bodies. Some reanimated from Soulless fell to Midwood. We tracked him as he fled toward the ferry republics, catching him just west of the Lake of Drowned Tombs. We were 4 seasons we were not prepared for his foul magic. No one's been nothing against his power. I killed him in like, what, 2 hits? Why the man would avoid a retreat, not me. By some curse of the gods, I was knocked down when I awoke my rangers. My Rorano, they were all dead. The who? My friend, my comrade arms, and my love. We planned to adventure together until we grew old enough to settle down and enjoy our fortunes. You know, when we were, we couldn't imagine anything would tear us apart. No sounds like an old man's madness, but I hear her, a voice just over my shoulder, calling to me in my dreams. I hear she wandered in the catacombs beneath the city, trying to escape. Of course, it sounds like Antithite that she's somehow down there, waiting for me. After war hours of my youth, I searched every grave around how it is. I'm stuck with this people. By night, I noticed that my love was somewhere down there beyond my help. That's a dick move, though. But anyway, help. Now the carrot is so trapped with the sound protector. It's time to set her free. No police have to search for so long. Just have her close to me. To visit her in my dreams, that would be enough. So I could destroy the hammer. But we shouldn't. That gives us negative rep. Apparently we're not smart enough or have enough resolve without her, so. But I guess we're just gonna have to give it to him. Oh, tell me I have left this written off, forever close, to visit in my dreams. But she's trapped in eternal agony. Let me tell you this, it's from my old adventure days. I think it's time I finally let them go. I'm just gonna keep her trapped in this amulet, so that way, when I die, she's still gonna be trapped inside the amulet. Cause that whole stupid thing is like, I know. I'm just gonna keep her with me.
Yes.
That way when I die, she's still gonna be stuck in there. Also, by the way, now we collect taxes for ourselves. And the Earl. Also, Bandage took a lot of my taxes, though, and I'm not happy about that. We need more security. We need more walls. We can't build more walls. Because we're still waiting for the first wall. But yeah, you can see the thing. It's just... There's other games that have done that. It's just the whole... People want to hold on to, basically, memories of, you know, the person that was lost, right? But when they're trapped inside something, you should probably let them out of that. And not just, oh yeah, I'll just hold on to it for the remainder of my days. Then what? You die, and it's still just left alone, and soul can't be freed from it. Oh, maybe someone else will find it and just free the soul eventually. Who knows? Anyway, stop on fast mode. So, any more names? Ooh, smack. Apparently, after the hell's that? Just that's the thing. Anyway, save. So I think we could put on the hood and potentially try to sneak again. In front of you looms the ghostly hollow image of the man who was present in your awakening. He cast a pale, sickly light in the dank corridor as he regards you.
You are from Kratom, my boy.
I don't know where that even is. Apparently now we had decided to lure that for something that matters to others or past life self.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratom. What made you decide to join our order? Little makes sense in the false contexts much of the world has lived under for so long. It is by the mercy of the gods that our faith has been able to reach so many of the heathen in more recent times. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
Apparently we are. Just, yeah. Oh, so hi, people. What are you doing here? You don't look like one that matched luck. So, what's going on here? Since you don't know, you clearly don't belong here. But okay, well, if you guys want to
Lavaru beyond.
See! That's it!
remember, we could totally have snuck in. But hey, if they want to fight, for some reason, then I'll give them a fight. Oh, Well, I'll get
That's for my friends.
Love beyond ceasing. Love beyond
I'll
ceasing.
let Margaret's part.
What?
Well, that's it.
What?
So they has pretty shit books of spells. And not the best equipment. Really not the best equipment. I mean, at least it has those. But still.
As you wish.
So that's the way I'm supposed to go. Which means, oh, what be this way?
A blade in the dark.
As we have established that we should be going this way. What lies this way?
Interesting.
Apparently, a secret passage.
How about that?
So what we have traps. There's multiple traps.
Hope that helps.
Not that helpful, but I have better belt, so. Yes, that whole we should have came here earlier on. Because I have my belt. He has that belt. She has one of those. All my characters have one of those. And more of these traps. Oh, they can only stack up to 3. Cute.
What is it?
Alright.
And what does the flame reveal? And what does the flame reveal? Oh, were there?
Now, it's not really even the cult we're fighting right now, it's just mercenaries hired by the cult. Okay, that one might actually be a cult. Or at least a mission. Which means you should be wearing one of those hoods, right? Can't even take the hood.
Well,
I suppose it can't be helped. There you go.
Keeping an eye out.
I actually would put traps in this corridor here just because it's a corridor. And there's nothing in that corridor.
Look there.
Okay, stop sneaking.
Ah!
Band together! What?
I mean, he's
Of
okay.
course.
Decent amount of loot.
What is it?
Loot isn't very worth our time, but still, it's loot. And that's a thing. Of course, you wait. Yeah, fine, Rod. I mean, that's not a thing? Shh. That looks like it should be a thing. Apparently it's not a thing, though. Whoop. Ian left falters to bring the hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering.
Back, ye Claude! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
Bella, you okay? Hey, that's not the best time for that. It's not fine, Costigan. Paris is the best place to linger anyhow. Well, we were sneaking. We found.
Ulu! There!
Oh, you know what this calls for. This calls for randomly placed fire bombs. Maybe. Well. Or maybe. Found
Bring them down!
Beyond! See!
I think that's still a wasted our time. How many feet light is the body of a woman? She wears a dark robe that bears an insinuating resembling a key. She approaches the woman's body, feelings of rage assault you. The dead woman's voice howls in your ears. And a lingering consciousness rends at yours. Her essence tingles through your bones and membranes. It fills the space between your ears and behind your eyes, crawling deeper into your core. Still gave her men and women wearing robes like hers, their faces hid behind masks. One they approach her, whom they know is an acolyte, and she places her hand on each of their foreheads, searching their thoughts. She tests them through ritualistic questions, and they answer their oath is sealed by the lightning key. She asks them their tasks, she gives them new ones, all of her word. Try to see the task. Crescent flares find to boil your blood, burn your memory and splinter your bones from within. Yet between its strikes you see flashes something else, a tower, a prisoner in a ruin. These are, by the way, we're getting into the whole useful stuff to progress. A tower, you say? Put all your concentration to a single effort will, a sharp point that pins the raging soul in place like an insert and display cage. With the thing under your control, you're able to examine it and three thoughts swirling inside. Well, what about the tower? You see, I've found myself a neighborhood. Unknown states are called around a cemetery and an ancient tower. Savage shapes throughout the streets and in that tower. A man hunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about him. Someone nearby you see a woman with a scar over her heart. You understand that she has something he needs. Doesn't that sound like something we've seen before? At least the tower. And the woman. You also see a door in the base of the tower, seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper. Then a reverse invisible slip between the perfectly matched towers. You understand how the copper veins convert a command into action. Quite about the prisoner. When you see a building magnificent, traillers and towers and Grand pristine Beaufort, the wealthy and learned store in and out, trading knowledge and coins. Here's a house's misery madness, somewhere within its rotten core sits a man, his hair matted and his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. Maybe the similar aquariums? Yeah. The ruins. Vision takes you out to find Spain to a town in the wilderness with a silent watermill. We've been there. Drive forward. South Africa's hard to go, traveling cloaks and hood. An image of a ruin suddenly looms your mind. Two scalp effigies flank a cleft in the mountainside. I might have an idea where that is. Well, the game's just like, hey, go find the tower. What about the other places? Also a key. And hoods. Find the place of misery. So hey, I guess we're just gonna go to all these places now. Well, at least they had fine equipment. And travel the hell.
Of
By
course.
design by consequence of the spider and candlelight, the hooded statue's faces. Almost impossible to see.
Laying low.
So basically, we have 3 quests. So it's this path that leads out here, probably. And hey, defense against charm confusion. It's not terrible, honestly. That's what? No neck thing? That torques were usually head things. So, now for the decisions. Where do we go? Also, where does this lead? Because heading to the tower seems like the best bet. I'm sorry, what? The steward of County has received a letter for you. Speak to the steward. Oh, now is it that time? Is it that time? Oh, so you know what, Orn? You've been released. Go live your life free from the stuff. I think it might be that time. Yep. Game's like, hey, you should totally get started on the White March.
Well?
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself.
Well, what's going on, Alof?
About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
You know, that's an understatement. Katasatsuka slowly massaging knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. That when we solve the matter with your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But, unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
I see. Closes his eyes and grits his teeth, his lips quiver and twitch with the peshes some internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again, that were watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Tell me about her.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
I see. Well, none of her memories will spell me that much, but of course manners and intolerable hiss-speak suggest a providence from a very, very long time ago. She tends to suffer as a hair's breadth from conflict, when the fuse is burned down and teeth are on the edge. When she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge the situation, she just acts. Sounds reckless. That's it, exactly. You recall the way she guarded those very truths in Garretville. Just to think that she doesn't back down and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. So why didn't you bring this up?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meowald, I'm certain you can see why.
Yeah, that was the thing.
You need to be careful.
Of course, you can't just say my name. Is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although,
He lowered his voice and clapped his hands behind his back. Mint twitches and spasms along his arms, betrayed his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
Sure.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Can we talk about our stuff? Yeah, sure, what about her? When did she awaken? My father was a strict man, he expected the best from his only child, and he didn't tolerate failure. Times he could be rather adamant. She had only been drinking. It's been manifest on one such occasion, to be honest, I don't remember the specifics. But they was more careful with me after that. Said you learned to hide her a long time ago. My friend instructed me to keep her a secret after she first emerged. She feared that knowledge of my awakening would render me an outcast. Though it's proved useful against my father, I trust my mother's advice, and I've come to see the wisdom behind it. My word is an extreme example, but one that I can relate to more and more each year. Do I talk directly to her? Or you subject her uncomfortable enough? I'm not eager to invite her into my consciousness more than necessary. Well, fine. Sadly, that's about all we get to talk to him about. Just, hey, we finally got Alof's crest. Find an expert on awakenings. I'm gonna guess in somewhere in Brackenberry. Oh, so hey,
What is it?
Pale makes sense. Makes sense that it would just be hill. But I think I'm still gonna go to the tower first. Because doing the tower is actually beneficial, because it helps with learning how to get through one of the things in the endless paths. That's not even that long of a dungeon, so yeah. Well, let's see if we can figure out how to enter the tower. Is it just as simple as go up and hope it opens this time, now that we've advanced the plot? Or do I have to go bother what's-her-face that I left alive because reasons? Poke. Smash the stone door of the tower too, and there does appear to be a way of opening it. Let's speak those words we learned. You rumbles and clangs from hidden. Tumble to the door unlocked. Okay, well, we just open it. Okay, then. So, save. And of course, it's for dead things. Dead.
That's it! That's it!
That's for my friends!
That one hit true.
Oh, we should probably see what.
I'll see what I can find.
Where's the desk? With stuff. Dear Snow and Flower, you will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There were many incredible routes to buy, Master Craig has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions, ranging from inside an ancient encryption tower. The entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. Nevertheless, set up temporary living quarters here so work can continue uninterrupted. It's an unsettling place at times, but Master Craig has been a constant comfort. It's great to remind me of the things we learn from this tower may one day help us find a cure for Wade Runner's legacy. Better get some rest now. Mr. Craig likes to get an early start to the day. Trendig, eh? Wild Hymns Journal. We'll get started and we still are none the wise of others advice. Trendig remains optimistic. No idea of ours is a spirit. Well, that's a thing. Essence shimmers and pulsates within this strange device. Outer skeletons!
That's it!
And wizards.
Curses!
As you wish.
Pan this sketchy odor will recover later, thickens there with dust. No one has used this bed in weeks.
I shall be discreet.
Outside, I see you shimmering over there.
That.
So there's a way up. Well, what else is there? I forget how long this tower is. 8 floors.
That's it!
I'm not being too long. We're like 3, 4 floors. It's mostly about lore. We've completed our measurements of the machine. Thanks to Trender's you for agility. For examination is required to discover its intended use. A machine. Ooh. Weapon shield increases deflection. But decreases accuracy depending on what it is.
Yes.
Oh no. Zombies. Whatever shall we do? Not the zombies. Right. Scroll contains a pen and an ink diagram of the auto device running through the tower. Like copious measurements and carefully drawn detail gives no indication of the machine's purpose.
Of course.
What do you think, Griffin? The comprehensive guide. Well, time to do a sneaky sneak.
Keeping an eye out.
Yes, the machine. The pouring pounding energy in the machine feels even stronger uphill. Day 11. Find God out of the tower to clear our heads. Beast takes the patrons. We'll finish the study on our own terms. Our own time, just as I said, as much as it turned it. The sky came to life with stray lightning. That's a good omen, with a full light spoot. I care for that as a good night's sleep. Ooh, fireball scroll. I mean, fireball scroll.
Yes.
I want like half a
No prisoners!
so I could just because it seems fitting. Patrons grow impatient with the lack of quantified results. They should drag themselves out of the matches to spin a few night shows. They think it's so easy. Ooh. Ah, from Encantha. Autumn. Didn't you receive your recent summons as well as the two that came before it? I'm waiting for you to present yourself on my doorstep so I can give you my answer in person. And from an unwavering no. I won't help you. In fact, I will outside of you and your team glorified engineer sitting in that tower, swaying over the ruins I've studied for years. Now gives me great pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've learned as far as the missing piece in your mundane little puzzle. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. Just around the corner, I encourage you to find me should you wish to rehash this conversation in person. Yeah, remember her? Also, Stitcher with Arcane. Grant the Arcane Dampener. Benefit of effects suspended for that. Oh, on the enemy, not on yourself. Also, makes you smarter. There's more stairs. But what's over here?
Not a sound.
Of course, I feel like I could sneak more just because who knows, there could be potential hidden loots. But it doesn't really seem like there's that much potential hidden loots.
Quietly now.
I didn't realize we were that close enough to just go up. And yes, ciphers use foot. Okay, apparently there's only 3 levels. So I know the device was like being blown up by our storm killers. Stone steps hum of energy. Hey, it's like one of those ones we found in that one place where this all started, basically.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing.
And then hunters over the strange mechanism, his spine a sharp ridge rising from his arch back. His belly clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see are more moderate green. A spore stench emanates from him. So intent on his work he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns to see you, he snorts and scutters behind the arthropod, so only his bar teeth seem to escape decay. Bare teeth. His eyes are yellow and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand out from his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Who and what are you?
15 years at Brackenbury. 7 tours to the ruins beyond Solace Vale. I'm an animancer. Still an animancer.
His gaze lies on our approach with some recognition. He starts to turn back into the copper towers. So, what happened to him?
That's what I'm trying to figure out!
His magic visited auto pillar. His hand makes a crunchy noise but doesn't bleed.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
That copper scat. Very full animator who search for knowledge led to a disaster. Well, I never would have ended up in Gabriel, that's for sure. Well, but I need you to give me the facts, please.
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight. And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start? Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
You do seem like you know a thing or two about flies.
There's no time for jokes! There's no time! This machine, I have to figure it out while I still can.
He looks at you and runs his tongue along the edge of his fine strong teeth. He quickly looks away.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
There's a stranger in telling I this happened.
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain.
Well, you're not like the ghosts in the street.
People, not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply. I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster. You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
I mean, that does sound like a good thing. Tuesday night, the night to Michiko, staying with her patron somewhere new. Too good to be burned for ignorant company. Where was the rest of your team?
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
I see. Well, I'll go get those words.
Yes. Acantha. She was here, in the district. Probably here still, always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you'll bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
Is that an animator in his natural state? Watcher never has he expected the center of the god's creation, knowing now he no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal. But not well first for a spirit of the flames test. Yeah, but I think I prefer. Yeah, just proceed to the bottom. Just skip the whole thing, yeah.
Yes?
I mean, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't turn this thing off. Because basically, it sounds like this thing is basically like a giant cell battery that's basically keeping all these zombies animated. So if we turn off the thing, all the souls get to go back to the wheel, basically. And everything goes back to normal in this area. But yeah. Zombies. Oh, so yeah. But at least we didn't murder her last time. I can't.
You return. What if you come seeking this
Read the
time?
words after the engrapher machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
You feel a hardcore price motoring in the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
Well, humble him now. Well, tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
But why?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them, like butterflies under glass? To melt them down for raw essence? Unfortunately, perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Engwithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment.
What do you seem to know about what?
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
Okay, so how do you operate?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
Release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
But that's sort of how the world works. You release the souls, they go back to the wheel, they'll filter it around, they go into, you know, the children's, into new lives. I could help you, but I won't. Probably launch myself close up just into the ship or something. Wives and squeals have been here are specimens to play. Don't know to observe them all for its every science stream. My answer is no. Well, here's what I think. Extinguish your pride. The vampire doesn't even know to wrap your mind around the squalling burning mass. However, search your very bones, you jump back crying out of pain. Won't ban this opportunity. These souls remain here. With me, and I'll accomplish more than any animator in the history of the field. And yeah, and who would know about? I've learned years of studying the equipment list. No one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Yeah, your opportunities are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. Pride hissed and spurs. They're more than ever now. You're wrong. There's no conventional voice. Bear forever. I'll cling to it. There's gonna be something. Well, teach me what you know and I will make sure that it grows and your legacy lives on. You just find quench your pride in all that remains of the black and diamond hard rock, and you cast it away where it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need.
Her cold dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness, runes flash through your head. But they're no longer just pictures, they'll have meaning, and you understand them, they'll command. Something triggers your mind, a distant memory, or from a past life long since buried. You see a vast array of runes form more than it could have shown you, and you know their sound and the meaning, and how they fit together with the language of Ingwith, once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge, then, and do what you will with Ter
So she
Nuneth.
taught me, but I outlearned
Now that you
her
understand its
from
purpose,
past knowledge.
it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
Certainly. Let's be. So, Soul Towers. Now Mr. Havercurry anywhere they wish. Percussion. Oh yeah, that. So, what do I do with these?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
Yeah, destroying souls doesn't seem like the good thing. Seems Ravenous new friend is just giving us key to ending this wretchedness for good. I always see what this machine is capable. I do hope not. Not screaming for about the loss of a few hundred souls. Thanks. We also leveled up. Oh, what do I want? More survival or more athletics? Yeah, I have 7. I could just toss into survival. I could toss 1 into lore. Toss into lore. Why not? So barbarian abilities. What do I want? Still could get that. Meh. What did I want before? Bloodlust, maybe? Vengeful defeat. That's how you find revenge from the barbarian region. So, when I die, I gain. I don't want to die that often to use that. I can make enemies second so long as I nail them. This sounds good. Touch the barbarian's naturally thick skin. So basically I just have more damage reduction just because I exist. I think I want that. Just I exist. Here's damage reduction. Edgar, what do you get? Yeah, more athletics. Armored Grace. Overbound Guard. Fires immune to terror. Find the terrified. I could go more, you know, stuff. I could give him that ability I want to give him. Prefer a counter into the fray. Yeah, sure, why not? Gives him something else to get to. Durance. More lore? And more lore. No. So you can have an over. Oh shit. We've reached that level, have we? So welcome to Spell Mastery. Mastering a spell allows a free use of that spell once per encounter. Wizards master spells do not need to be in the Grimoire in order to gain that free use. So basically what this means is we can just use one of these things once per encounter. Just once per encounter. It's pretty great though. So basically we could have Holy Meditation. Restore my endurance is always good, but I mean that's, yeah, not really that much endurance. Armor of Faith. But I think what I want is probably Blessing. Because Blessing, it's not that great compared to, like, say, Dire Blessing. But still, a free use of just everyone's blessed. It's pretty great. So, yeah.
Yes. What?
Also, he has over 5 spells now, too. It didn't mention that. So, rest to find favor to an ally. Kill 45. Wait, didn't... I was gonna say no, he had Power of Faith. Yeah, he has these new spells. So restore critical endurance. Revive... Basically revive. Yeah, but now we can just basically talk
You can
about-
trust me. Yes? What is it?
You wanna go through the door? There you go. Now I need to go back up to the tower. So since we learned those words though, we can now actually advance that whole thing in the Endless Paths that I mentioned. We haven't reached yet anyway. I don't remember the first time I did the Endless Paths early on. I actually got there before doing like the tower. And yeah, I hit that door and I was like, wait, why can't I progress? What do I need to do? But yeah. So it requires you to advance this. Proceed to the top. I like how we could just skip that skip the second floor like it doesn't matter at all. High on time.
Flesh.
Okay, well there you go. What about we do with this? A jagged order rises in front of you, encased in stonework, and runs through with copper veins. The pattern is covered with runes which you can now understand. You recognize words for end and for hold. The tower is currently fixed on hold. You can also recognize an inscription that the manner in which you can turn the tower as a means of throwing the device. But you probably shouldn't overload the thing, because that would destroy all the souls. Let's just use it. The command word leaves your lips, the tower sinks into the ardor under your hand. Something like a thunderclap sounds overhead. The glow from the machine fades when the machine is supposed dormant. Major positive. The best group, we just released all those souls back into the cycle.
Still and silent. It's finally over. Still and silent. It's finally
So you're not
over.
gonna give me anything? Probably should murder him just because. But anyway, I want to give you more survival. Survival wizard. Lore. Nah, he hasn't reached that point yet. He hasn't reached that point yet. So instead we have level 5 spells. So, level 5 spells. What we got? We have Wondrous Torment. Drains the target's resolve intent of power. Creating 2 less powerful versions of the effect that jumps to nearby enemies when the first effect ends. So that's not bad, I mean. Just drains their shit. Where Spirit Lance creates a pike of pure magical force that dares pierce damage to cause a foe only blast explosion, like wands do. Nice. Also, Safeguard. Magical contingency activates when the caster hits 50% endurance. That seems like something that would just, you know, I'd have to cast. Also, Limit Cloud is a level 5 spell. Get there were traps for that. Oof. Draws the cloud for poison and flesh raw damage in the cloud every 4 seconds. It's not like, you know, frickin' Cloud Kill or whatever from Baldur's Gate. Well, basically, it has just a chance to murder things outright. Little more, and the target terror is stuck in veteran and becomes anchor for a first ray of energy from the wizard that does freeze damage to creatures in its path. Torrent fire. Gates a terrifying inferno of flame around the castle, play burn damage on everyone nearby. Power torrent of flame is, well, it's basically what Edgar has with that one thing. It's not a bad spell, it's just it hits everyone nearby, which isn't great. Considering permanent power then inflicts crush damage and harbors enemies when they pass through it, but leaves allies unscathed. Leaves allies unscathed. Yeah, well, you see what I want. Definitely want wall force. Form of the helpless beast. Transforms a single cliff into a pig. Polymorph, everyone. The pig has very poor defenses but can move quickly, so I can run away, but it has very poor defenses. Only 14 seconds? Well, that should be enough to kill something. Also, I sort of want Spirit Lens. But, yeah. Oh, and we do get a spell mastery. Well, you know what we need. And what do we need? Missiles? Or ghost blades? Probably ghost blades. Just because it hits multiple targets in an area of effect. Yeah, just imagine, eventually,
What is
spell
it?
mastery fireball. So you could just go boof, fireball. What's that? Boof, fireball.
As you wish.
You know what? I already quick save. Let's just get rid of that time. Why? Because it served its purpose. Literally no longer really need. We've dealt with this quest.
What is it?
Justice in pursuing her own research on that power, despite my argument that pulling her notice in both our interests, but for expertise in the English language, and she knows more about the tower's working than she lets on.
As you wish.
So that was a quest side. And well, let's go back down to the bottom. Well, that went well. Oh, so by the way, about Icantha. That she's a vampire. Oh, hi. Who are you? Beg your pardon, I have a message for you. You're summoned to Harder House will lay web wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. Today she's an ancient spy spinning her nets throughout the city. She wishes to see you if either bodes very well or very ill. Very well. Apparently, that's a thing. Because she hasn't wanted to talk to me this entire time. I almost forgot that was a thing. I still have other places to deal with. I still need to drive. I think I'll save that one for last on my stuff to do. Yeah, I have to go deal with that though. And that's for an awakening. Yeah, the sanitarium. And I need to go to the sanitarium. So I should probably go to the sanitarium. As for the White Marsh, I sort of want to reach at least Train Elms before I go to the White Marsh. Problem though is when you reach Train Elms, you're I'd say about 80 to 90% done. Oh yeah, by the way, she's just gone now. She's just gone. Buggered off somewhere. Do more vampire things. Either that or I don't even know. She's no longer very bound to the tower, so yeah. Oh well. No longer a concern. So, yeah. There's the Brackenberry in the video. So here's the thing. If you think about it, the main story isn't really too long, sadly. You add up all the side stuff though, and yeah, sure, it's a decently long game, but the main story's not that long, cause tower is off. Does this mean the curse on Heritage Tower is lifted? And yes, the district's safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle on the district again, but at least we can get started on restoring it. Huzzah! Anyway, to Brackenberry. Yeah, it's a question, which do I want to deal with first? Do I want to go toward the lay web first? Or do I want to go to the sanitarium first? Don't really know. But yeah, Sarah, how are you doing? She's doing fine. Oh, hi you. As you knew the operation, you woke up suddenly by a powerful inside that sits like a stone or something. The feeling's not quite real, but the recollection of emotion rather than the emotion itself, it wrenches your insides nevertheless. The apparition of its brow is tense, a look of concern playing across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind's been out as well.
Oh? And what troubles you?
Pain is so much deeper than you feel for a moment as though you're about to be sick, your mouth is going dry. Forgive me, Eminence, I wish to leave the order. Man folded his fingers together and pressed them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
People who intend to convert they commit unspeakable acts, sacrifices, mutilations.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Sure the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
No, someone seems to lose all at once, and the tide is replaced with something else entirely. Something warm, soothing, and something you know can repay as the vision fades. You start to become consistent with the many odd low aims in your nutrition. Your last response echoes your mind. I will.
Good day to you.
You're the one who lifted the curse on and held yourself. Although you wishes to remain anonymous as the judgment bringing you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming heritage, my lay wishes you to help. I may serve you in battle. Thanks. You're quite welcome. I must be off. Farewell. Oh, okay. But hey, just by the way, here's a pistol. It has shock damage, accuracy. Until now, we attack the same target, and yeah. Otherwise, that's the same. Now she has freezing, right? So it's not bad. Hey, by the way, do we have any more of those? Yes, we do. We had at least one. By the way, your shield is now better. I can't believe I'm still using the freaking larder door, but we haven't found any better shields yet, so. Shrug. Just like you're. Caused the dominate potion 15 times. Why have you caused it 2 times? That's done. That's... yeah, gonna be a while still.
Yes.
Anyway. Save. Then next time we do Brackenberry... well. Okay, and we'll go talk to Lady Web. Then we'll go to the sanatorium. And see if we can help it along with his quest and advance the main story a bit. Because ultimately I want to get to at least Twin Elms. I forget how much our side quest is about, but I want to get there. I'll get Edgar's hat upgraded to Matt's. And yeah. Then after that, I think I'll do work on the Endless Pass. And after the Endless Pass, on to White March. Then after White March, yeah, then we'll come back and finish the game. So we're basically gonna do sort of like what Death Heaven did and just stop to go do the DLC stuff before returning to finish the game. But that's the plan anyway. Yeah, the only problem though is, yeah, Icewind Dale, that whole, you sort of have to go and do this thing before doing this thing. Yeah, that was fun. The whole order of operations, that was a bit off. But anyway, so next time, more Pirates of Eternity. Hope you all enjoy, thank you all, and have a nice day.